You are listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair on RLM Radio.
The girl of your dreams has got to be in some bar.
Sorry, boys and girls, but this is X-rated. So if you're under 18...
Get out, goddammit!
Get the point? Good.
And now?
Bend over.
Y'all ready for this?
We do it all night long.
And now, your host, Grammy.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, y'all, and happy Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. And yes, Grammy, you kind of sort of did walk into a honky-tonk. But, you know, there's a funny little thing about the Queen of Hearts. You know, that was a fun little ditty by Juice Newton, you know, playing with the Queen of Hearts and knowing that it really smarts. Because, you know, sometimes the Queen of Hearts says, off with their heads. And I have a funny feeling there's going to be a couple of things I'm going to touch on tonight that are going to be an off with their head kind of thing, don't you know? So, hey there, how's everybody doing out there in our... Yes, that was Juice Newton's sock puppet. I know, did I shock you? You'd be surprised some of the stuff I got in my music repertoire. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Where in the hell am I at? Oh yeah, I'm on reallibertymedia.com channel 3. Also on the rlmradio.xyz site, the RLM TuneIn radio station, the RLM internet radio station, and the RLM Spreaker channel. So hey there, come on aboard. Let's have some fun. Let's get a little bit on the whack-a-doodle side, and maybe we'll whack someone's doodle while we're at it. You never know, because there's a few people out there that just kind of sort of made me a little on the cantankerous side earlier today, and it's like, really? Seriously? Y'all call yourself adults. Alrighty, real quick before I refresh, because yeah, Grammy now has RLM over on minds.com, minds.com, and I opened an account over there, oh criminy, last year sometime. And I've been there like 3 times since then. You know, it's just kind of, there's only so many sites you can go to and interact with these people before you start just going, I got shit to do. But I thought I would go over there and at least subscribe. See, they call it subscribe over here, which I really prefer that to following, because following is kind of creepy. And, you know, I've lost one of my stalkers over on Twitter, but hey, thank you, Barman, for tweeting me over there anyway. I truly do appreciate it. Lots of people been tweeting me lately, and wow, I wondered what that funny feeling was. Oh, well. But over here on Minds, before I move along, I saw this from the open quotes page over here. And what does reward virtue? Which I think this is going to be rather, maybe, I don't know, I just saw that first line and I thought, yeah, need to read that tonight. In any case, you think the communist commissar rewards virtue? You think Hitler rewards virtue? You think, excuse me, if you'll pardon me, American presidents reward virtue? Do you choose their appointees on the basis of the virtue of the people appointed or on the basis of their political clout? That is from Milton Friedman. Now, I really do like listening to Milton Friedman. I don't always agree with him, but, you know, there's a lot of people out there that I really enjoy listening to. I know, Rascal. Thank you for helping me. But I don't always agree with him, but I like listening to Milton. He's pretty sharp character, and some of the, you know, when he explains things like you, in this modern day, it really is rather difficult to do anything by yourself, even with the creation of a pencil, which I know pencils are few and far between these days as well, because everybody does shit on computers or whatever. But, yeah. Most do not use pencils anymore. But, You got to have the person that's mining the lead, then you have to have the person that's refining the lead, then you got to have the person that chops down the tree, and the person that mills the tree and then forms it around the pencil, and then you got to have the people that make the erasers themselves, which basically means who goes out there and harvests the rubber and other raw materials that you need. Oh, and then the little copper thingy, or I'm sure it's not copper anymore, that goes around to hold the eraser onto the pencil. When you actually look at all of the steps that go into the process, wow. And then you look at everything around you and you realize there's lots and lots of steps you never even thought of that went into the process. Where am I going with that? I'm not real sure. Except for maybe to let you know that, nothing happens in a vacuum. And there's apparently one individual that's made my shit list earlier today from something that I actually saw over on minds.com. So, and I will get to that here in a little bit, but I got to finish saying hi to everybody. Over here, shit balls. Thank you, Cyborg Noodle, for posting that over here in the corner pocket. Truly do appreciate it. And then Kozu beat me to the duck. Damn it. See, that's what happens when I get squirrel. Which I have been kind of on the squirrel side of late, but that's okay. I've been tending to lots of different business. So Kozu is over here. I'm sure Sock Puppet is over here somewhere, and I'm sure there's lots of other people that I'm just not seeing chitty chat just yet. But hey there, everybody over here in the corner pocket. How you doing? Also, over here on Fakey Book, I see David Standing Oak is here, and he is telling us that when you walk barefoot, free electrons are transferred from the earth into your body, and this grounding effect is one of the most potent antioxidants we know of. That's from Dr. Mercola. Thank you, David and Dr. Mercola, for that little tidbit. I love hearing about Mama Earth and how she really is here to help us if we'd quit shitting on her. Like with all this nuclear waste crap. Fukushima comes to mind. Ooh, oopsie, first F-bomb so early in the show. Well, I guess that leaves me free reign, doesn't it? Okay, what else is going on over here? The lovely Mary B is over here. Hey there, woman. How you doing? And looky there, I see my sister is here. And what did my youngest just post? The beliefs you have about yourself will determine your success. The amazing news is that you can change your beliefs, which is true. And if you change your beliefs, because I really believe that, see, here's a belief I'm throwing out there at you, that they need to be changed often. They're kind of like diapers, and when they get to kind of smelling a little bit overripe, you possibly ought to consider changing them things. They chafe. If you don't, just saying. Over here on Freedom's Network, that wonderful effing site, I see Grimmy is over here. Thank you, Grimmy, for posting me over here. Truly do appreciate it, hun. Big ol' hugs to you. I also see the lovely Mary B is here, and it looks like Agent X has been posting things as well. Cool beans. Thank you, hon. I didn't really scroll too far down. Oh, there's Cantrell and his little baby birds. And, yep, pretty much that. Oh, Java. Can't wrap your head around the fact that we live in a world where people make fun of me because I don't think the tic-tac-toe grid in the sky is normal. I know. Well, people poke fun when they don't have an argument. Or at least a valid argument, which is, I know, teaser alert, that I'm going there here in just a little bit. But first, I got to get to the place you need to be if you want to give me static and have me actually pay attention to it. Yes, that is true. Yep. There you go, Grimmy. Thank you for sharing that. I absolutely love that video. So, over here in the RLM, which is where you need to be if you want to give me shit. What's going on over here? Off with their heads, yes. And there's going to be some of that as well. I'm off my rocker. Does that count? Okay, Barman, right up top. Oh, Barman, the most splendiferous bot in the whole wide world. Barman is splendiferous. Cyborg Noodle is just pretty darn spiffy. And Talos is just, there's just something really wrong with Talos. But, yeah, I don't know that I'm qualified to help with that. I love him anyway, though. Or her. Whatever. I also see Grimner is over here, who is the RLM God, don't you know? And hey there, sweetheart, how you doing? I also see the lovely Moose Girl is here. Moosey! She's so awesome. And speaking of awesome, there's the lovely Kate as well from the great state of Texas. How's the weather down there, sweetie? It got a little bit on the warmish and sticky side out here. You know, I'm not really used to it. It went from in the upper 50s and low 60s to mid 80s, and the humidity went up with the temperature. It's like, okay, we aren't used to humidity out here. Shit. You know, it's normally dry out here. And yes, I do still have a few puddles in my yard, which makes mowing quite interesting. Just putting that out there. I also see Asmo is here. Hey there, Asmo, although you're not really here, but you're logged in. So hi, sweetie, how you doing? And the lovely Beth Z. Beth is always sharing all kind of interesting stuff over here. Truly do appreciate that, hun. And looky there, Chalcedony is in the room. Got the going on, don't you know? Only a single Chloe in the house. Well, so we got the full Monty with Chloe. Oh, well, wait a minute. I know what the full Monty is. Maybe not. Hi, Chloe. How you doing? And I'm here. Hey, me. I also see IB Don C is here, who was wondering if maybe a video that I shared earlier today was my type. And it's like, okay, brain-wise, I find that young man very fascinating. He has a very sexy brain. But yeah, I cannot watch his videos. I cannot watch them because I get too distracted by the whole fashion thing he's going for. Don't you know? So, yeah, I listen to the videos, and if he has a graph or something like that, I'll pop in and take a peek, but then I go back to whatever else I'm doing because, yeah, just plain can't. Smart kid, but wow. Java Doctor 2 is here. Hey there, sweetheart. Once again, I gotta thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for the picture of Lily. She is just absolutely gorgeous. And you know, speaking of babies, I am a new great auntie. Or aunt, or aunt, yeah. She might be grim under her clothes. I'll bet she is. I just saw that. I am too under my clothes. Okay. Let's see. Where was I? What was I talking? Shit. I'm lost. Oh yeah, I'm a great auntie. I have a new nephew or great nephew. So it is so cool, and he's so cute, and he's healthy, and Mama's healthy, and they're all doing good. They're all at home, and Big Brother is just really, really enjoying his new little brother, but new little brother's only a couple of days old, so we'll just see how well that progresses. Huh. I also see JJ's is here. Hi, JJ's. Thank you ever so much for the musical entertainment this afternoon. I got to kind of listen off and on to you because the dang phone was ringing, and I had to actually get up and away from my desk to go find people sometimes. So it's been a Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday. Just pretty much enough said. P Bunyan is here. Hey, P Bunyan, you're going to be doing the timber thing with your lawn, I take it. You're talking about having to push mow all that. I know how that shit works. Oh, Rob, you never know with me touching shit. I'm scrolling up and catching up on some, and yeah, whatever. Okay, where was I? There I was. P. Bunyan and Rob Works. Did I miss the bubbler, Rob? Do you need to pass it around again so I can partake of the Puff Puff Pass? Just checking. Ooh, swimming pools. Swimming pools. I need to get my swimming pool put up. But yeah, finding time to do that. Actually, first thing I need to do is I need to finish putting the fence up so the doggies can't get to the swimming pool. Then I can put the swimming pool up. Then I can fill it, and then I'll probably have a storm that'll knock it over. But hey, I will at least be able to say I got my pool up. Hi. Trust number one, or no one, however you wish to put that. How about no one? That's kind of a fun way of doing that. How are you doing, sweetheart? I also see Woody. Hey, Woodman, how are you? And Phantom 2 is here. Hi, Phantom. Did you hear? Thank you, RobWorks. Did you hear I used your little blurby thing? I really do like that. And Anti is here. Hi, Anti. Not very often you're logged in here when I'm playing on the cyber web kind of waves. Yeah, that's what I meant. Hey, I also see Beetle. Did you get all moved, hon? Dang, it's only Wednesday. Jeez, talk about an overachiever. I still have a couple of boxes I haven't unpacked. Which basically means that I just need to get rid of that stuff because I haven't needed it for a couple of years, so it's time for it to go bye-bye. Who else is here? BTC Bob is here. That's the first of the Bob triplets. Or I'm thinking, yeah, there's triplets in there. Dimma. Hi, Dimma. How you doing, sweetie? And looky there, Free Enslaved. You used a potato peeler? What are you removing? Oh. You eat lots of turnips and rutabagas? You know, I've heard about rutabagas, but I've never had one. Or I don't think I have. Okay. There I am. Jehovah 1 is in the house. Please don't smite me. I see the clouds are picking up. And I really, Jehovah, hon, please, I'm just going to put this little request in. Would you please hold off on the sky moisture falling? Because as soon as I get done on the radio, I just have like maybe a half an hour's worth of mowing that I can, to finish up all of my mowing. I ran out of daylight last night. So, yeah, please just put it off until I get done with that. Okay, Jehovah 1, I would truly appreciate it. I also see Juana Taco is here. And you know what, sweetheart? Last night, I had some leftover chili, so I added some Velveeta to it. I know Velveeta is not good for you, but still, you know, sometimes you got to do the not good for you. But I added Velveeta to my chili, so I had a chili Velveeta dip, and then I got my El Zarape salsa in. So I had chips and dip and salsa last night for supper, and was it ever good. Still have enough left for tonight for supper. Yay! So yeah, I have plenty of rocket fuel. Okay. Wax from turnips. Wax on, wax off. Oh, Free Enslaved. Oh, man, you know what? Went to Mamie's and James over the weekend. They had a barbecue because James's mom was up from Florida. And she really wanted me to meet her because James's mom has this, like, swath of purple hair. And I have my blue hair. And so she wanted us to meet because she thought, I don't know. But we are, yeah, I like James's mom. But in any case, I took smoked cheese over. And one of them was a smoked bacon cheddar cheese, which is very yummy. And the other one was a smoked horseradish cheese, which is also very yummy. Does not have an overpowering horseradish flavor to it, but it was very good. Very good stuff. And it melts down really good, too. You know, in case you want to do that. What is that thing I keep seeing? People are heating up the cheese and then sliding that melty cheese off onto their sandwiches. I'm going to have to do that with this horseradish cheese. That would be so yum on a hamburger. Just saying. Okay, I also see Kozu is here. Hey, Kozu. Yeah, I know you beat me to the duck. How dare you? Oh, JJ's just left over in the corner pocket. Night-night, JJ's. Rest well, sweetheart. Hi, Ouida. I see Ouida is over here on Fakey Book. She's so fun. She's such a wild woman. And Mark. Hi, Mark. Okay. Back to saying hey. Mary B. The lovely lady from down under. How's life treating you, sweetheart? I hope your weather is still pretty decent. I'd hate to have it be icky, although, you're opposite and stuff. Oh, it is absolutely awesome, Free Enslaved, and they make it here in the state. So I go down to a meat market down in Yoder, Kansas to buy that stuff. Buy I think it's like a 4-pound block. I buy 4 pounds at a time because it keeps really well in the fridge. Okay, where was I at? Mary B, the lovely Mary B. I just love her. She's just so wonderful. I also see Bot is in the house. Hi there, Bot. Ooh, that would be awesome. Free Enslaved, the reason why I only took those 2 flavors of cheese is because I was a pig and I finished off the smoked jalapeno pepper cheese. It's like a Monterey Jack that's smoked and it's got jalapenos in it. Oh, it's really good. I actually like to make casseroles with that. Put a little zippity in it. Okay, Ninsun Dubois. Hi there, honey. I love that name. So fun. Get the whole facial muscle going on. Oh, it's bloody cold down there? Oh, dang it, Mary B. Well, you're on the bottom. I'm on... Ooh, no, that sounds kind of wacky, kiki. The guys would enjoy it, I'm sure, but we'll just move along. Mary B's down under, and we'll just leave it at that. While you got winter, I got summer. Hey, there you go. North Force is here, and you know what? The wind is out of the south today, so are you sucking today, North Force? Just curious. The lovely pon sauce is here, as well as the lovely Rain, who might actually come for a visit from the sky this evening. I'm hoping not, but it happens. I also see Sock Puppet. Hey, Sock Puppet, how you doing, sweetie? And looky there, the other 2 remaining Bobs, Stats Bob and Tip Bob from the Bob Triplets. And last but not least, Vil E _. Hey, I did that 25 minutes, although I did get kinda sorta sidetracked. Kinda sorta. But, what's that, Ouida? Oh, Ouida's, stating that she's being Captain Obvious here. Because she said, funny how the right begins to act like the left. Which, yeah, it is. And yet, it's really not funny, but, okay. I am going to go to my pocket because I really need to. I've been dangling it. And I just want to get this nastiness out of my system right at the very beginning so that I don't have to, because it's like, really? Lord. This is from Infowars.com. I bet y'all can guess because it's pretty high on the rankings on Twitter. Yeah, the leftists respond to Kathy Griffin's controversy by attacking 11-year-old Barron Trump. Now, I don't know if this child is autistic or not, because I really don't know what their criteria is anymore for autism. I mean, you listen to one doctor and they say it's pretty much a blanket statement anymore. And most of it is vaccine injury that they just label as autism so that they don't have to call it vaccine injury. But there you go. This is by Paul Joseph Watson. So, yes, they go low and lower and lower. And I think this is a new low for those bipedal fecal matter asshats. In any case, after Griffin was forced to apologize, which why force her to apologize? She's not one damn bit sorry. You're just telling her to lie. And then you're going, oh, thank you for lying. That was a wonderful job. Now we'll let you carry on with what you're doing. No, don't force someone to apologize if they aren't sorry. Just tell them, okay, we understand you're a sorry individual, but you're not one bit apologetic, so just go away now. I don't want to deal with you, okay? Because if I have to deal with you, I would probably have to smack you upside the head. You know, kind of like the old-fashioned TVs where it got a little bit snowy, and if you just bop it right on the side of the TV, all of a sudden the picture got clear. Yeah. In any case, she was forced to apologize for her photo shoot in which she held up a mock decapitated head of Trumplestilskin. Off with his head! The news emerged that Barron Trump thought the grisly scene may have been real, which, okay, whether the child is autistic or not, an 11-year-old child turning on the news knowing that his dad is POTUS and the possibility that something could happen, although I really do think the Jesuit is a pretty good insurance policy for keeping Trumples alive, because really, do you think either side really wants to have a Jesuit in there? In any case, the Trump family sources, yeah, I wonder who that could be, tell us that Barron was in front of the TV watching a show when the news came on and he saw the bloody beheaded image. We're told that he panicked and screamed, "Mommy, mommy," which, I mean, when I first saw the image, it's like, really? That is fucking disgusting. Good Lord. And yet they had pissy fits over Palin when the whole thing where that target was, and they were targeting states in order to concentrate all of their monies to try and, quote unquote, win the selection. And oh my God, she used a target. Oh my God, she should go to hell. She should go to prison. How vile she is. But this, oh no. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. Oh, kiss my ass. So, as it was put to us, he's 11 years old. He doesn't know who Kathy Griffin is. And the head she was holding resembled his dad, which, yeah, I would have freaked. I will admit that. Granted, I probably had, according to most people, a very sheltered childhood. I mean, I knew where puppies came from and that kind of stuff, but yeah, I did not see that kind of violence. Children should not be subjected to that kind of violence as far as I'm concerned. But as the whole farce wasn't big enough, or wasn't a big enough goal for the left, many of them responded to the story by attacking the 11-year-old son of the POTUS. Children's author and Jeopardy champion Ken Jennings, which I remember when he did very well on Jeopardy, and I was actually rooting for him. Now I'm thinking, you're a little wanker, aren't you? Yeah, he joked that Barron Trump saw a very long necktie on a heap of expired deli meat in a dumpster. He thought it was his dad, and his little heart is breaking. Well, you know what, sweetheart? You know, if you want to be a smartass, you want to throw the snark out there, go ahead and throw it out there. Throw it at Trumples. But you start attacking the children, and you got my ass pissed off. 'Cause did anybody go after Dangleberry's daughters? Not that that's an excuse, not that that would be a justification, but it's like, if people had enough common sense and a common decency to not attack his children or W. Bush's children, or, you know, if you're not going to go after the children with these other ones, then what the hell made you even think that would be something that it would even be remotely funny? Ken Jennings, you're a douche. No, I take that back. Douches actually serve a purpose. Presumably, his publisher, Simon & Schuster, might be interested to learn that a creator of illustrated books for children is making jokes about children seeing their dad's head. I guess Barron Trump won't be shown the Black Knight scene in The Search for the Holy Grail anytime soon, joked the LA Times' Steve Zetchik. Within minutes, he deleted the tweet. That's another one of those lovely things. You know, people are always putting shit out on the excuse me, on the internet. Excuse me. And then deleting it thinking, I deleted it. It's no longer there. It never happened. Guess what? Soon as you hit enter, somebody saw it, and odds are somebody screenshotted it or downloaded it. Because you cannot click the delete fast enough to keep someone else in the world from capturing that shit. Someone that's watching for it. Despite being previously forced to apologize for bullying Barron over suggestions he was autistic, Rosie O'Donnell used the 11-year-old to go after his father's hatred. If this is true, and it's almost certainly isn't, then Barron Trump is stupider than his idiot dad. Really? That's from the Sports Illustrated's MLB editor, John Taylor. Well, look in a mirror? Is that what you were doing? Oh, but wait, there's more. Feminist editor Danielle Camporum or Campamore, whatever the fuck, used Barron to bash Trump over her claim that he bragged about sexually assaulting multiple women. You know what? Let's see, how many women did Slick Willie sexually assault? And y'all did not have a problem with that. Come on, peeps. If you're gonna be pissed about one, you best be pissed about all of them. Call all of their asses out. If Trumplestilskin sexually assaulted multiple women, then I think he needs to be bitch slapped. Metaphorically or physically matters not to me, so long as I'm not the... Well, if I could metaphorically bitch slap him, I would. I don't know that I necessarily wish to touch him or even get within striking distance of him. He just is ew. But I feel the same way about Slick Willie. He's a vile creature. Anyone that aspires for that office, as far as I'm concerned, there is something really wrong with them. My personal opinion. Apparently, her colleague, E.J. Dixon, tweeted how she was shocked that Barron Trump has spent enough time with his father to recognize his face in the first place. And a big number one to you, Miss E.J. Dixon. If Barron Trump was traumatized so badly by Kathy Griffin's photo, wait until he finds out who his father is, tweeted Christiana Wong. Well, I think he already knows who his father is, or at least has a general idea. You know, and do any of us really know our parents? Not until we become adults do we really know our parents, because then we can look back and go, damn, and you didn't flush me? Holy shit. Because there ain't a day goes by that I don't think, wow, my mother should be running heaven by now because she has earned so many brownie points just from letting all of me and my siblings go forth and propagate, live past puberty, and give her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. I think that's the only reason she let us live. Oh well, both Kathy Griffin photo shoot and its aftermath prove once again that while the left complains all day about conservatives lowering the tone, they lower the tone to depths previously thought unimaginable at every available opportunity. Yes, y'all are down there lower than whale shit, and that is at the bottom of the ocean. Just putting that out there. Okay. What? SEAL Team 6 possibly liquidated What? Okay, Grimmy. What is this shit? I gotta check this link out. Because SEAL Team 6 was apparently liquidated after their supposed raid and taking out Osama bin Laden, too. Breaking news, SEAL Team 6 possibly liquidated in North Korea. Assassination attempt of dear leader Kim Jong-un. What? Leave the little... Okay, and that's from May the 28th. You know, Grimmy, he could quite possibly be, but actually at 11 years old, most little boys are real good runners-up for the Antichrist. Actually from like 11 to 17. Because most of the time it's not the head on their shoulders that is ruling their actions. Okay, from Russian military experts are indicating that the Americans may have a problem with a SEAL team operating inside North Korea on the recon mission gone horribly wrong. Oh, you know what? Is this another false flag thing? Wouldn't surprise me. I just can't go there. Just can't go there. What is that? Robo Priest, bless you too. Yeah, I know they just keep putting new people in there, Grimmy, but yeah. Why the hell are we? Oh, never mind. It's a rhetorical question, and I know better than to ask it. We just need to tend to our own business and leave everybody else the hell alone, because odds are they wouldn't be so pissed at us if we weren't always going over there and bombing some sense into them or out of them. I have a question for y'all while I'm sharing this Kathy Gifford or Giffen thing. God, she's hideous. I've never thought she was, you know, even when she was younger, it's like, you're not good looking and you're not funny. I don't get it. To hell, do you perform well under a desk? But I know. I'm going to go to hell for that one. But do I care? No, I don't. Not really. But how in the hell did she even get to be, you know, whatever the hell she is now? I haven't figured that out. Last I knew, she was on The View. Was the last time wasn't she on The View or something stupid like that? One of those shows. She's just icky. Just icky. Oh. Okay, I got to put this over here on my bitch page as well. And then I will move along to another one that I believe was in the RLM earlier today. Let's see. Oh, crap. Bipedal fecal matter brigade strikes again. Yeah, that works. If I could spell properly. Okay, up. And now I can close that and delete it out because it's like, I really don't want to see that vial. Ick. She's just nastiness. That's just all there is to it. So, there we go. Now I can close it. And back to my pocket I go, because I really do have lots and lots of fun things. So this, yes, Grammy shared this. I remember this now. Did you know that almost half of the population may be infected with a mysterious virus that makes people stupid? And this is from April 5th of this year. And I think I saw this about that time frame as well. And it's like, wow. You know, there's an awful lot of people that would be an excellent excuse for them, and it would be a step up from where I figure they are mentally. But I am feeling just a skosh cantankerous this evening, so, you know, what the hell. So, oh, hey, Ritalin found to be the cause of serious brain chemistry changes and an increase in risk-taking behaviors. No, really? Yeah, I have a nephew that was on that for a while. He's just not right in the head. So, let's get to this. Scientists at Johns Hopkins Medical School have identified a mysterious virus. Oh, yeah. Naturally, it's a virus, and I will lay dollars to dog turds that the CDC probably owns the patent to the vaccine that will cure you. You need to really look at the fine print whenever they want to give you a vaccine that will either give you an immunity to this stuff or cure you, because a lot of times cure could mean that, well, you know, you won't get any disease anymore because your meat suit is no longer functioning. So you really need to be careful. Read that fine print. In any case, they have identified a mystery virus that literally makes people stupid. And you know what? Frank Zappa did postulate that hydrogen is not the most plentiful element in the universe. Stupidity is. I think I'm leaning more and more to really agreeing with Zappa. Apparently, it has so far been found in 45% of the people tested. Are these people that just suck at taking tests? Because that would be me. I suck at taking tests. The discovery of the stupid virus, normally found in algae, was revealed at the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences. The study, entitled Chlorovirus ATCV-1, is part of the human something or other virome and is associated with changes in cognitive function in humans and mice. So, best laid plans of mice, because obviously humans are getting dumber than mice. The rather shocking takeaway from the study is that the virus alters the gene expression of the brain cells. The only known cure is puff, puff, pass. Okay, I just threw that in there. Literally making people perform more poorly on cognitive tests, visually processing, and spatial awareness. Okay, I'm spatial and I'm aware that I'm spatial, but I think that's a different kind of spatial. Don't you know? And visual processing, well, you know, depending on how many adult beverages I have issues with visual processing as well. Or if there's no lights on, then I always find furniture that jumps out in the middle of the night. Cognitive tests, once again, I suck at taking tests. So far, 90 people have been tested for the presence of the virus, and 40 tested positive. Oh, so 90 people tested and 40 tested positive. So you just kind of throw it out there that, okay, it's 45% of the people tested, but most people don't see of the people tested. They just see 45, because, yeah, I kind of sort of took that away. Me being a mental slacker for just a minute there. Yeah, 90 people have been tested so far. So where do these people reside? What is the commonality of these 90 people, aside from the fact that they've been tested and 40% tested positive? That's what I want to know. So Those who tested positive performed worse on tests designed to measure the speed and accuracy of visual processing. They also achieved lower scores in tasks designed to measure attention, reports the paper. Once again, how many of these people that scored lower on these tests were people that would normally score high on tests? That's how you need to make your comparisons and your judgments. Because if these people previously were very good at taking tests and now they are not, then that would be cause for worry. But if previously they sucked at taking tests and now they suck at taking tests, what changed? It really does depend on how you gather your information and how much backstory there is to it. At least that's the way I see it. According to the study abstract, the virus alters genes expression relating to synaptic plasticity, learning, memory formation, and immune response to viral exposure. 90 Floridians? Okay. Oh, that's witty. Free and saved. SEAL Team Deep Sixth. Wow, that's a good one. Yeah. 90 people from the same fluoridated water source. That could very well be. Well, hey, there you go. That's what's causing people to have a stupid gene. Is the damn fluoridation in the water. Ta-da! I solved it. Let's move along. Give me my little prize and $1 million and I'll be happy and I'll just move along. But wait, it's a virus. And ta-ta-ta-ta! The CDC just happens to have a vaccine for that. Isn't that just wonderful? I'll bet they do. Apparently, this virus, in other words, can truly suppress the brain's function, memories, and immune response. And it is apparently quite common in humans. Oh, you gathered that out of 90 people. Wow, I'm impressed. So, the stupid virus commentary is, fascinatingly, this discovery makes tremendous sense. Have you ever looked at the world around you and wondered why so many people seem intellectually challenged? Now you know that a virus really can alter the function and expression of your brain cells. Okay, I already knew that, sweetheart. I also knew that certain chemical compounds can do that as well. There's all kind of shit that can alter the mental, and yeah, all kind of shit can do that in your brain cells. Actually, it can do that in any of the cells in your body. It's called interacting with your environment. Sometimes those interactions are positive. Sometimes they are not. Oh, well, it goes on to say, at last there's a scientific explanation that backs up our observations of other people. That's going to be the excuse du jour now. Just wait, it will be. Half the population may indeed be infected with the stupid virus, altering their cognition, memories, and awareness. And if this virus alone isn't enough to get the job done, well, there is always the fluoride in the water, the brain-damaging mercury in the flu shots, and reality TV shows that are so dumbed down they actually suck your brain cells into the plasma screen vortex. Yeah. What's that one? My uncle used to watch it, and he said he really got disgusted with it. Those smart people, that smart people one, where they were like really smart dorks, and not in the fun way. Not like Flash and I. We're fun dorks. God, I can't think. I don't think I've ever actually watched a whole show. I've seen clips. Has the Zappa girl in it. God darn it. See? Shows how much I watch TV. But it's... And 30 Rock keeps popping in my head, and I know that's not right. In any case, whatever. There are so many stupid shows out there. And I want to thank MTV for a lot of that because, yeah, they brought the real world. And it's just been downhill ever since. Lord. Okay. Whatever. Sock already shared this over in the RLM. Didn't you, hon? Or it looked like you did. Anti is gone. Anti. Ooh, aluminum binds to the fluoride molecule? Yeah. Okay. That sucks. Wow. And beer comes in aluminum cans. Oh, wait. And pop comes in aluminum cans. Oh, wait. And, yeah. Yeah, I think it's Moon Unit Zappa. What is that stupid show? There's supposed to be all these really, really smart people, and they're not. Yeah. Is that? Yeah. No, it's not Zoe. Ah, shit. I don't know. The one guy just irritates the hell out of me. Because he's just such a... Oh, well. Whatever. So I'll go ahead and share this real quick. For all of those, yeah. You know, and now I can actually honestly call someone a mental midget, and then, you know, I would be honest about it because, hey, 40% of the population, that's according to the 90 people that they studied, and so they extrapolated it out. And I'm thinking, wow, it only took 90 people to be able to wow, you're a special kind of special, ain't you? Okay. Yes, David Standing Oak. I know, sweetie. Okay. What? Share this over here. Long ass link. What, hun? I have changed my career to a police officer. Doesn't it suit me? Oh. Funny girl. You're a funny girl. Why would anybody want to be that? Because even if you are a decent human being, you're eventually either going to get fired or killed. Or turned into a not so decent human being. Why would anybody want that job anymore? Learn to police yourself, peeps. Oh. Let's see. There, get that shared. Now, and now I can close it because I really don't want that one up either anymore. Okay, where was I at? Okay, the lovely Circling, bless her heart, shared some wonderful things earlier today in the RLM chat. One from viralnova.com. Now, I have to admit, I love my fur babies. I truly do. But I would never, ever. Sorry. My fur babies no longer occupy their little meat suit, and I will go out and I will dig a place for them, and they will get a proper fur baby burial. But I'm not going to be doing... Wow. So here are the 14 weirdest things people do to keep the memory of their pet alive. See, cognitive function has already fallen off the charts. Because they have to do weird shit in order to remember. I remember Lady from when I was a little kid. She was a German Shepherd Black Lab mix and had lots and lots of litters of puppies. In any case, there's no doubt that losing a pet is a tremendously sad thing, and naturally, you're gonna want to memorialize your fuzzy friend. Okay? A burial in the backyard they used to roam in, or even a special urn, are common ways to pay tribute to pets. But some pet owners believe that their pet is so special that their remains deserve a more eccentric fate. So, what? I saw more fun stuff, but what the heck? Oh, so apparently there are people wearing the hair of the dog. Yeah. These aren't just lovely portraits of people posing with their pets. If you look closely, you'll see that the owners are wearing sweaters and vests that resemble the fur of their dogs. And they should, because they were literally made from them. Wow. There have been times when I have brushed out my fur babies and I wound up having enough fur to where I could have built another dog. But I would never, ever have thought of making clothing out of my fur baby's fur that I brushed off of them. Wow. That's crazy. Although, hey, to each his own, but wow. No. Y'all are wacky doodled. Yes, Frank Zappa does have and California does have an awful lot of snowflakes. And that's why I always say it's a land of fruits and nuts, because it's got a boatload of them. Big Bang Theory. There you go. Thank you, Rob Works. Yes. And the aluminum and underarm deodorant, that's actually, it's in the antiperspirant. Because if you notice, and I did this one day, wandering down the aisles of Walmart, thinking, let's look and see how many of these do not have aluminum in them. And as I went down the aisle and was looking at all of the underarm distinct stuff that they have there, if it did not have aluminum in it, it was not an antiperspirant. The only things that did not have, that I saw at least, and you may want to go check this out yourself, but the only things that I saw were deodorants that were aluminum free. If it said aluminum free, it did not say antiperspirant. It said deodorant. So I wonder. But yeah, I still do my oils. 6 millimeters thick. Ooh, yeah. Nope. Wow, these people are crazy. Okay, I got to put this over on the effing site real fast too. Just because, let's see if there's a puppy dog thing over here or some kind of critter besides a unicorn. Oh, you know what? I'll do this one because he looks furry. I really like these emoticon thingies over here. They are just too much fun. Okay. The secrets of Bilderberg. Okay. If people are out there sharing the secrets of Bilderberg, are they really secrets anymore? Just curious. I always thought a secret was something that nobody else knew. If somebody else knows it, by definition, it is no longer a secret, right? Okay, do that one. Now, back to some of the other things. Oh, hey, there is a company in Japan that will turn your pet into beautiful jewelry. Really? And now, Circles also sent this one to me, and I thought, that's just crazy. And I am going to read, because this is like, wow. Apparently, our beloved pets, they provide us with warmth, companionship, and unconditional love every day of their lives. And when they inevitably pass on to their final reward, the hurt can be inconsolable. Okay. So wouldn't it be nice if you could keep your dearly departed dog or cat with you, close to your heart, and not just in it? Well, now it can be done, because Liddy of Japan makes memoria for deceased pets that take various forms, including memorial keepsake boxes, miniature pendant urns for their ashes, and the ultimate tribute to lost love, golden toned diamond jewelry. Excuse me. Created from their carbonized remains. That's just creepy. Apparently, the canine, feline, porcine, or piscine, really? Oh, apparently that's a pet's pet. This gem is then mounted in an attractive precious metal ring or pendant, placed in a lovely gift box, and presented to you with a certificate of authenticity. Wow. So, diamonds, as we all know, are simply one form of the element carbon. So when treated with a tremendous amount of heat and pressure, the carbon of the loved one's remains is transformed into a diamond with a warm golden glow. So how many joules does it take to make these jewels? Well, that seems to be a trade secret, but Liddy has refined the process to the point where they can offer gem-cut doggy diamonds for rings and pendants in size ranging from 1/10 carat to a full carat. Plus, Liddy's in-house creative team provides a stunning selection of attractive and appealing settings to showcase your petrified pal in all their glory. And guess what? But wait, there's more. The price is from a reasonable $2,850 all the way up to $19,000. Really? I love my fur babies, but not that much. Not enough to wish to. I just. No. That's just really, really weird. But, once again, to each their own. I mean, if you really wish to do that. Hi, Spacey! Oh. Aw. Chloe, how sweet. My puppies that I have, well, at least since I've been an adult, have a special place in the yard in my house in town, and they have a puppy little grave marker, and each one of them got wrapped up in the blankie that was their favorite blankie, so. And Mames and James said that they are going to keep the little pet memorial thingy going because they have little fur babies as well, and they figure that's a really good place to keep the little fur babies. So, hey. So yeah, I was kind of sappy too. But I'm not sappy enough that I would wish to have them turned into a ring. Ugh. That's just weird. And expensive. And When they are no longer amongst the living and breathing, why spend that kind of money? That could go towards the taking care of another fur baby. So, there you go. Let's see. Do I have a flashy? Oh, I'll just do this one. Okay. Thank you, Circles, for those wonderful, weird things. Wonderfully weird. Wonderfully weird. What? Oh, hey, did you know, trending now over on Viral Nova. Let me check this shit out. Apparently a guy was having way too... Apparently this gentleman was having entirely too much fun. So, can we not? Florida. Apparently, idiotic man does something nasty on construction equipment. Ew. So, as I'm sure many Floridians will tell you, they're definitely no strangers to witnessing crazy things every day in the Sunshine State. Now, once you thought you've seen every bizarre sight possible, something else even more disturbing takes place there that you never expected to see. Like a man getting nasty with himself atop construction equipment. For whatever reason, this guy decided that the best way to get his rocks off was to undress, climb the arm and get straight down to his dirty business for everyone driving along the Florida highway to see. Yes, this guy is. It's a naked man masturbating. On top of it looks like the arm of a backhoe. Well, he's on the back of a hoe. And he thought, what better place to get a little than to be on the back of a hoe? Wow. Hon, someone really needs to explain to him. It is a rather strange place to pleasure yourself, but gay. Y'all down in Florida are really strange. You know that? It's like, wow. And there is a video attached to this. So, yeehaw. Oop, I can't believe I missed my mouth. I dribbled down my shirt. Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Where else was I at? Dun, dun, dun. I'm going to go back to my pocket. Because I really did put a lot of stuff in my pocket today. Wow. Okay. Let's see. One, you know how sometimes one thing leads to another, and then leads to another, and then leads to another? Yeah. That's kind of sore. Kind of sort of, because I went to check out what weird things people do with their pets when they're no longer amongst the living and breathing, like they've acquired room temperature kind of thing, and or at least the meat suit has. But I came across an article that English is not normal, which I've covered previously, some of the weirdness of the English language. But did you know that there are 139, well, here's a sampling, 139 Old Norse words that invaded the English language? This was a link that I got off of another link that I got off of another link. It's all those lovely little connections going down. And it's kind of scary that I just followed down that little trail. This is from Babbel.com, which is the shortest path to real-life conversations as opposed to fake-life conversations, or, in other words, chitty-chatting on the internet sometimes. So, without the Vikings, English would be missing some awesome words like berserk, ugly, muck, skull, knife, die, and cake. Wow. How cool is that? So, when I say Old English, what comes to mind? The ornate, hard-to-read script? Well, reading Beowulf in your high school English class? The kinds of figurative compound nouns or keenings like swan of blood and slaughter dew that have sustained heavy metal lyrics for decades? Nope, not quite. Although I have read Beowulf. Just throwing that out there. So, Old English, also known as Anglo-Saxon, was the language spoken by the Angles and Saxons, the first Germanic tribes to settle the British Isles. They were not the first inhabitants, as any Welsh or Gaelic speaker will tell you, but their language did form the basis for the Anglish we speak today. But then why can't we modern-day English speakers understand Old English? You know, in terms of vocabulary, grammar, and syntax, Old English resembles its cousins, Dutch and German, more than it does modern English. So how does English change so drastically? You're about to find out. The short answer is that the English language changed forever after the Norman invasion brought a new ruling class of French speakers to the British Isles in 1066. French was the language of the nobility, don't you know? For the next 300 years. Oh, parlez-vous français? So, that's plenty of time for lots of French words to trickle down to the merchant and peasant classes. For example, the Anglo-Saxons already had words for sheep and cows, but the Norman aristocracy, who usually only saw these animals on the plate, introduced mutton and beef. Today, nearly 30% of English words come from French. As a result, modern English is commonly thought of as a West Germanic language with lots of French and, thanks to the church, Latin influence. But this history of English development leaves out a very important piece of the linguistic puzzle. Old Norse, the language of the Vikings. All right, Grimmy, here you go. The Old Norse noun Viking meant an overseas expedition, and the Vikinger was someone who went on one of these expeditions. In the popular imagination, the Vikings were essentially pirates from the fjords of Denmark and Norway, who descended on medieval England like a bloodthirsty frat party. They raped and pillaged and murdered and razed villages and then sailed back across the North Sea with the loot. Why? Because they could. But the truth is far more nuanced. The earliest Viking activity in England did consist of coastal raids in the early 9th century, but by the 870s the Danes had traded sword for plough and were settled across most of northern England in an area governed by treaties known as Danelaw. England even had Danish kings from 1018 to 1042. However, the more successful and longer-lasting Norman conquest in 1066 marked the end of the Viking era and virtually erased Danish influence in almost all aspects of English culture but one: its effect on the development of the English language. So, troust me, Or, yeah. Though it may seem oddly at first, we are still very likely to use the same words as Vikings did in their everyday speech. Their language evolved into modern-day Scandinavian languages. But they also gave English the gift of hundreds of words. And the letter, which looks like a P, the Old Norse letter called thorn, makes the sound as a th, as in thin. So the names of the days. It's the most obvious Viking influence in modern English, and it's the word Thursday, or Thorsdag, which you could probably guess means Thor's Day. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday are sometimes also attributed to Norse gods, Tyr, Odin, and Freyja, respectively. But the days are actually named for the Anglo-Saxon equivalent of these gods, Tiw, Woden, and Frigga. So, the similarity of these names points to the common ancestry of the various Germanic tribes in prehistoric northern Europe, centuries before their descendants clashed on England's shores. In the war and violence area, if the Vikings are famous for one thing, it's their obsession with war. They didn't just bring death and destruction to England in the Middle Ages. They brought really cool words for death and destruction. And they were certainly a rough bunch. Just look at a Viking Rangerway, and you might thrust a niffer into the skull. A berserker, which is literally bear shirt. A berserker was a Viking warrior who would enter battle in a crazed frenzy, wearing nothing for armor but an animal skin. A club, or a klubba, people have been bashing each other with heavy things ever since time memorial. But not until the Danes started bringing their weapons down on English heads did this blunt weapon receive its fittingly blunt name. To ransack is to search a house. These days, the adjective scathing is reserved for sharp criticism, but in the context of the original meaning of scathe, or to injure, means to take on a much more visceral quality, or it did take on a much more visceral quality, Slaughter is to butcher, and that's from slaughter. And even though the gun wasn't invented until centuries after the Viking era, the word comes from the Old Norse. The most common usage was the female name Gunhildr, or Gun, and Hilder. Both can translate as war or battle. Only truly badass Vikings named their infant daughters War Battle, or Gunhildr. In the society and cultural area, bylaw came from the Danes, as well as heathen, hell, which in the Norse mythology is Loki's daughter, husband, not to be confused with hell, law, litmus, loan, saga, sail, skill, stake, thrall, thrift, tidings, troll, and Yule all came from the Norse. As for animals, although most English animal names retain their Anglo-Saxon roots, cow, bear, hound, swine, chicken, the Vikings did bring certain animal names into the vernacular, such as bug and bull and reindeer, and skate, which is a type of fish, and wing. Some words associate with hunting and trapping also come from Old Norse, such as sleuth, which now means detective, but the original sloth meant trail or track. Snare, on the other hand, retains the original meaning. As for the landscape, Old Norse is good at describing bleaker landscapes and weather. This was especially useful in the Vikings' adopted northern England, where flat or rugged terrain can be shrouded in fog or fog, and oppressed by gusts of wind, and low clouds. Need another drink. So, much of the Danelaw bordered swamplands and alluvial plains, so it's not a surprise that many Norse words for dirty, mucky things survive in English, such as dirt, which was excrement in Norse, dregs, which was sediment, mere, which is a bog, muck, which is cow dung, and rotten, which is obvious. Excuse me. The Norse legacy in English is also thanks to the cross-cultural fermentation that occurred in Danelaw, and later when England was temporarily absorbed into Canute, the Great's North Sea Kingdom. The English language is much closer to that of its Scandinavian neighbors than many acknowledge. So by the time the Norman conquest brought the irreversible influence of French, Old English had already been transformed beyond its Anglo-Saxon roots. It's still evidenced today in modern English grammar and syntax. Now, some of the more of the Norse words are bark, bask, billow, blunder, call, cast, choose, clip, crawl, gawk, get, give, glitter. Hey, glitter! How fun! I like sparklies. Haggle, hit, kindle, race. Rid, run, scare, scrape, snub, sprint, stagger, stain, stammer, sway, take, seam, shake, skip, thwart, want, whirl, and whisk. Those are the verbs that came from the Norse language. The objects that came from there are axle, bag, ball, bulk, cake, glove, knot, keel, link, loft, mug, plow, raft, scale, scrape, seat, skirt, wand, and window. That's really kind of fascinating. That's an awful lot of, I know there's a lot of words in the English language, but this is really kind of cool. As for adjectives, you have aloft and ill, loose, sly, scant, ugly, or weak, as in feeling peckish or a little on the weak side, not as in the work week or what have you. As for the body, freckles came from the Norse. Thanks, guys. I have those. Foot, girth, leg, and skin. People words are fellow, guest, kid, lad, and oaf, whereas emotions are anger, awe, happy, and irk, which irk was to work. No wonder. Alrighty, because it can be quite irksome, don't you know? Well, that was very fascinating, at least for me. I enjoyed it. There's also another one here that I'm going to have to share with Circles, because I think she would really like this. Humongous. Who is Hugh? Oh, my lord. Thanks for that sock. Or no. What? Okay. Wow. I'm happy for that gal, and yet she kind of scares me just a little bit. Okay. Get this one shared. Dang! I only got a little over a half hour left. Holy smokes, time sure flies when you're having fun. And, you know, speaking of time flying, it's the last day of May already. Holy smokes, where did the year go? Jeez, oh Pete. I was just really not. Wow. It finally sunk in the other day, and I went, holy sheep dip. It really, wow. It's pretty late in the year already. Why did that sink in? Well, because I was thinking, damn, I still don't have all of my garden plants outside in the garden. Because we've had frosts and all that other fun shit, and I really didn't want to have them, or hail. Good Lord, last weekend, all hail broke loose. Multiple times. Friday night. It's wild and woolly out here. Okay. Yes. Okay. I have a few people that are of Norse descent over here on Fakeybook, so I'm going to go ahead and share this too. So, besides the lovely circling. She's not on Fakeybook, but okay. So do we want to go obnoxious, or do we want to go just flat ass? Okay, let's go flat ass whack-a-doodle. As if I gave you an option, right? Right. This is from the dailymail.co.uk. Y'all come up with some pretty damn strange shit. But, yeah. There are times when you just flat ass cannot make this shit up. You know? And from the Daily Mail, a speed hump. Not speed bump, a speed hump. 2 camels cause a massive traffic jam in the desert by mating in the middle of the motorway in Dubai. Apparently these 2 camels were just, you know, they felt they had the move going on, don't you know, and they did not wish to move any further until they tended to some business, and they got funky right in the middle of the street. The pair were caught in the act by a British expat in the country who filmed the grunting female being mounted by her partner just off the central reservation of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. This is between Dubai and Ras Al Khaimah. Is that how you say that? This was on Thursday afternoon. Thursday afternoon? If it was on Thursday afternoon, how was this published on May the 30th of this year? Could not have been on Thursday afternoon, unless it was last week. Apparently, the roadside romp caused massive delays as motorists honked their horns and stopped to take photographs. Because, yeah, you know, if you're going to be getting down and getting busy in the middle of, out in the middle of public, then you better bet your sweet ass that somebody's going to take pictures of you. There is also video footage. For those of you that really seem to think you need to watch it, I do not. I scrolled right past. The man who filmed the clip, a 25-year-old Bangor, Northern Ireland, said that he and 4 friends were en route to a stag party. How appropriate. When they encountered the camels. Well, the witness, an estate agent, said that it's one of the maddest things I've ever seen. I've lived out here for 2 years, but this is definitely not the norm. Which, yeah, I would think not. It's definitely not Cliff either. We were driving out of Dubai to go to a stag, and we just spotted them, the side of the road, absolutely going for it. Obviously, in some of the more rural places here, you do see wild animals, but this was on another level. Well, okay, so they were a little bit on the exhibitionist side. Once again, when you feel the mood hit, you tend to it. If you got someone that's willing, what the hell? People do it all the time over here. You know, especially, you know, those ones that are in the special category that you can't say anything to them, because if you do, then you're either a homophobe or you're a phobe and a hater. Whereas if you said it to a heterosexual white couple, if you said, get a room, they just laugh. You say that to anybody else, and it's like, you're phobic. You're an asshole. You're a hater. No, I just want you to get a room, please. Seriously. Okay. To go on with this, I should say, one of the camels had completely mounted the other, and it was just hilarious. There were cars pulling over all over the place. And I'm not sure whether they thought that they were in danger or just wanted to watch or move them. The 30-second clip, filmed at around 40 miles from Dubai City Central, shows the male camel and the female. The witnesses said, I know people might have a certain impression of what Arabic countries are like, but this is definitely quite rare. We kind of rubbed our eyes and were like, is that definitely what it looks like? Oh, wow, really? You said that? And then I read it? Holy shit. The natural reaction these days is just to film something, which, yeah, everybody whips out their camera, even if someone is in need of dire assistance. Here, let me get this on film so I can put it on YouTube. Oh, they died. But I got it on YouTube. It is undoubtedly the best thing I've seen since I moved to the Middle East, according to this young man. And they were soon on their way, so he had no idea how long that they stayed there. But people were bumping their horns and wondering, how do you move two humping camels? I don't know, because I've heard that they bite and they spit as well, and I don't know that I want to get involved in that. So, yeah, just let them do their thing. Move along. Move along. Oh, they had a sexual emergency. Thank you, Rob Works. I did not realize that. Thank you for the clarification. Okay, let's see. I will put this over here on the effing site as well. Yeah, we'll use that one. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go and check out the pig because, you know, it is the pig and they have this date in history stuff going on. So I may as well go there, right? I'm gonna. So, from those wild and wacky guys, Hambo and Porcus over here on pigazette.com. In their word of the day, it is just a word, lobby. It's what socialist scumbags call anyone on the wrong side of the case, i.e. the gun lobby. And lefties with a cause are activists. The quote of the day is, a liberal left can be as rigid and destructive as any force in American life. So can the rigid right, the extreme conservative right. Today's question, is rabid moonbat a prerequisite for Mexifornia state legocrats? Well, I don't know, sweetheart. Although, y'all over there in Mexifornia, why are you still there? Oh, I do love their pick of the day. I have a beautiful daughter. I also have a gun, a shovel, and an alibi. I have beautiful granddaughters, and I also have those things. Just letting you know. In case you were to ever think that maybe I needed some practice and you were going to volunteer. Oh, you know what? In honor of the duckies, over in the corner pocket, over here on the pig, my duck is dead. A woman brought a very limp duck into the veterinarian's surgeon. As she laid her pet on the table, the vet pulled out his stethoscope and listened to the bird's chest. After a moment or two, the vet shook his head sadly and said, "I'm sorry. Your duck Cuddles has passed away." The distressed woman wailed, "Are you sure?" "Yes, I'm sure. The duck is dead," replied the vet. "So how can you be so sure?" she protested. "I mean, you haven't done any testing on him or anything. He might just be in a coma or something." To which the vet rolled his eyes, turned around, and left the room. He returned a few minutes later with a Labrador retriever. As the duck's owner looked on in amazement, the dog stood on his hind legs, put his front paws on the examination table, and sniffed the duck from top to bottom. He then looked up at the vet with sad eyes and shook his head. The vet patted the dog on the head and took it out of the room. A few minutes later he returned with a cat. The cat jumped on the table and also delicately sniffed the bird from head to foot. The cat sat back on its haunches, shook its head, meowed softly, and strolled out of the room. The vet looked at the woman and said, "I'm sorry, but as I said, this is most definitely 100% certifiably a dead duck." The vet turned to his computer terminal, hit a few keys, and produced a bill, which he handed to the woman. The duck owner, still in shock, took the bill. $150, she cried. $150 just to tell me that my duck is dead? Well, the vet shrugged and said, "I'm sorry. If you had just taken my word for it, the bill would have been $20. But with the lab report and the CAT scan, it's now $150. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Moving along. So, this date in history, the 31st of May, 1916, which is 101 years ago. Somebody with a sick sense of humor, when they named the Brit battle cruiser the Invincible, the ship proves merely mortal when it explodes and sinks. This date in history, the 31st of May, 1949, having no life, Charlie Lupica, is that how you say that, moves to the 4-foot platform atop a 60-foot pole, says he'll stay there till Indians clinch the pennant. 117 days later, he comes down after they blow it. And the rest of, as they say, is his story. So, let's see. Where else do I wish to go this evening? What are y'all talking about over here? In Reykjavik, Iceland, there is a small museum dedicated to everything penis. Oh, really? Wow. In the gift shop, you can buy penis coffee cups, shirts, everything dick. How funny is that? That is funny. Thank you, Free Enslaved. You know, I used to have a little lipstick thingy that it was not lipstick. It was like a little penis, just little bitty one. But it was kind of a gag joke that wasn't a gag, but it was, okay, moving along. But I thought it was rather funny. and then someone swiped it from me. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, what's that? Chelsea Twitter trolls. Oh. What is that free and slip? Oh, okay. Moving along. I think I'm going to go and check out Oopie. Just because it's a Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday and they always got something wackadoodle going on there. So, let's see. Police snap selfie with drunk man's phone to show how he got home. Huh? Oh, okay. Dolphin interacts with 8-foot underwater touchscreen. That would be cool. Stray dog steals. Oh. Did it steal it or was it strapped on? Da, 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 da. Ew. Caterpillars take over the back deck of a Saskatchewan home. That would be just a little bit on the creepy side. And Oopie also has the camel encounter over there. Apparently that camel would walk a mile to nail another camel. Oh, I gotta go this one. Yeah. From today, a girl, 3 years old, gets a warning for driving Barbie Jeep with no license. I'm sure this was just a silliness. I hope this was just a silliness. Apparently, a California mother shared a video of her 3-year-old daughter being let off with a warning by an officer who caught her driving her Barbie Jeep without a license. Serenity Hannah posted a video to Facebook showing her 3-year-old daughter, Davy, having a run-in with the Huntington Beach police officer. Now, see, this is starting the indoctrination very, very young. 3 years old, you must have your license and registration with you. Really? No license, no registration, the officer says. What are we going to do about this? And the little girl hits the accelerator and attempts to flee the scene, sparking an ultra-slow speed pursuit. Alrighty. The 3-year-old daughter had a run-in which the HBPD this evening while out on the drive, she wrote on the Facebook post. And even though she tried to flee the scene, the officer let her off with a warning and a badge sticker. We failed to ask the officer's name, but he made our day and gave us a story to tell our family for years to come. Okay, that will be a funny little story to tell your family for years to come, but you also need to realize that you just allowed your child to be indoctrinated. There's a lot of people out there that don't realize that that's what happened. What's that? Oh, every kind? Really? Oh, that's what that is. I don't want to see those pictures. Okay. Back to what? Apparently in Texas, a snake regurgitates another live snake. Ew. Don't want to go there, but yeah. Come on over to Oopie. They got all kinds of really weirdness going on. Hey, did you know that in Kentucky there was a black bear spotted outside of Walmart because it had heard people of Walmart and thought, well, I wanted to go with something just a little different from the usual people burrito. I've heard that these people of Walmart have a very distinctive flavor to them. Okay. That's about enough of that. Let me check out Fark. Because this shit that passes for real news just isn't really real news. It's just making me nuts. It's crazy stuff. Las Vegas thief steals 30,000. Oh, you know I'm going to go there. This is under the strange category. They steal 30,000 condoms and $10,000 worth of sex toys. Then they shoot. Shoot. A fellow could have a pretty good couple of years with all that stuff, which I'm thinking, yeah, probably. This is from CNBC.com. Wow. Would it be a racist remark if I were to say he was going to sell them on the black market? Probably. Someone's going to get butthurt over that. So, from CNBC, the Memorial Day thieves steal 30,000 condoms. Apparently, this pair of thieves in Las Vegas seemingly had some big plans for the holiday weekend, breaking into a warehouse twice and escaping with tens of thousands of condoms and over $10,000 worth of sex toys. Well, they probably didn't get a whole hell of a lot of sex toys. The two-part heist began Friday evening. Lilo, the sex toy company that was a victim of the robbery, had closed its warehouse early for the long weekend, leaving it empty. No, obviously you did not leave it empty because they were able to steal lots of shit. At about 7:45 p.m., the security cameras captured two men entering through the back gate and walking away with two shipping boxes filled with the company's Lilo Hex condoms. Each box, says the company, contained 15,120 individually wrapped condoms. That's just a few. Okay, 30,000. Okay. That must not have been quite enough, though, because the thieves then returned to grab a few more, like 36 packs of the condoms, before leaving. The retail value of the heist is difficult to determine because the condoms were individually wrapped. But a 36-pack normally retails for $35. And the dumbest part of this? The company posted the harshly worded blog post detailing the robbery. In a few days, we're about to give away thousands of Hex condoms for free. They could have just waited and asked for them like everyone else. And yet, there's more. It does get weirder. The following day, May the 27th at 10:30 a.m., a rental car rammed through the loading dock of the warehouse and a man grabbed 3 large boxes of sex toys and threw them into the back of the car. This was before running to the passenger side of the vehicle. It's unclear if it was the same duo as the previous night, but the company is operating under the assumption that it was. Among the items taken, a box of 33 prostate massagers, and 48 Kegel exercising aids. Contents of the third box were not disclosed. I really don't want to know. I really don't. In both instances, the Los Angeles police arrived after the thieves had left the premises, which is pretty much the way it works. You know, they're not in crime prevention. They're in, okay, let's draw chalk outlines. Let's sprinkle some dust all over the place. Let's tear shit up and make a mess and then leave and expect you to clean it up. That's pretty much what they do. Lilo is asking the public's help in identifying the criminals and in finding the stolen property. But it has also acknowledged the ridiculous nature of the crime. I'm sitting here trying to figure out if... I don't want to know. Yeah, what kind of party are these people having? Apparently they're having a blast. A bang-up good time is what they're going to be doing. We could have done the sponsorship or something. It's a friggin' invite. Might have been nice, which, yeah, it might have been nice, but, why ask for permission when you can just walk in and take it? Lilo's U.S. President, Pavel Sedek, on a more serious note, called the raids shocking, but said the difficulty in getting additional security around the Memorial Day holiday was likely a factor in the act. Yeah, more than likely. They didn't see anybody perusing the premises, so they thought, hey, we can get laid. Hey, maybe they're part of the porn industry, and the porn industry just ain't what it used to be, and so they're cutting corners wherever they can. Officials at the Las Vegas Police Department confirmed to CNBC that 2 burglary reports were taken at the warehouse on the dates the company said the incidents took place. The cases remain under investigation. Lilo is one of the sex toy industry's higher-end manufacturers. Oh, wow. Contortionists, too. Its products can be found in mainstream retail stores like Brookstone, and its approach to making premium-priced adult novelties with higher quality materials is part of the reason the industry has seen sales surge over the past 10 years. Well, isn't that just special? Or not? So, I don't know if they got cock rings or not in Ensign du Bois. And I don't think they got hookers, but I do think they're going to be having lots and lots of fun. Somebody's going to be partying hardy. So, let me put this over here on this effing site as well. Dang. Why do I never get invited to parties like that? Probably because I live in the boonies. Oy. Yeah, I'm thinking that's a multi-party kind of thing. So, okay. Back to FARC I go, because I still have just a couple minutes left. So, okay. And to end you on another really whacked note, from BuzzFeed.com, this mom made 1-inch cookies for her 1-year-old's birthday, but they turned out different. On Sunday, a couple named JT and Jen from New Jersey started planning their 11-month-old's birthday coming up on the June 17th. They decided to follow family tradition and make cookies shaped in the birthday year. Well, Jen told BuzzFeed News that it was her only free weekend ahead of her son's birthday, so she had to make the treats a whole month ahead of time and freeze them. My husband's birthday is this weekend and my daughter's birthday is next weekend, so I had absolutely no time. Jen said that she used the one from an old set of cookie stencils and spent 8 hours in the kitchen making a total of 189 cookies for the party. I see that cookie cutter. The parents are expecting between 30 and 40 people that day, and they figured that these would be good party favors. We usually put 4 or so of them in a bag. And my mom did this growing up, and I used the same cookie cutters when I was little. But unfortunately. Well, some of them look like ones, but there's quite a few of them that, and the color is just a skosh off. She said that she'd spent too much time making them to see anything other than sweet, innocent number ones. For her sweet, innocent, soon-to-be 1-year-old boy. And, yeah. So, I don't feel so bad now. I have had a few cooking faux pas myself. So, oh, really? Okay. So, y'all been listening to Grammy's Rocket Chair here on this Whack-A-Doodle Wednesday, the last day of May here in 2017. Please have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have an absolutely amazing Thursday, shit day. I don't know that I will be on a whole heck of a lot tomorrow, or at least, chitty-chatting or anything, because I got all kind of shit going on. I'm a busy girl tomorrow. I will be back on Friday, though, for the Freaker Friday edition of Grammy's Rocket Chair, leading you into an evening of fun-filled festivities that will culminate in the Freakers Ball. So, until then, y'all have an absolutely splendiferous rest of your day. I think I'm going to go and let my critters in because it looks like it's getting ready to storm outside again. No